اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد وعجل فرجهم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. رب زدني علما وارزقني فهما. رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي. اللهم كن لوليك الحجة ابن الحسن صلواتك عليه وعلى آبائه في هذه الساعة وفي كل ساعة وليا وحافظا وقائدا وناصرا ودليلا حتى تسكنه أرضك طوعا وتمتعه فيها طويلا. So today's class is about an introduction to Tajweed. The next 30 days we'll be covering different rules. So first of all, we need to understand the importance of reciting the Holy Quran correctly and what Tajweed is. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in the Holy Quran says, وَرَتِّلِ الْقُرْآنَ تَرْتِيلًا, and recite the Quran as it ought to be recited, with tartil. And tartil, when Imam Ali alayhi salam was asked, what is tartil? And he said it means that the Quran should be recited with tajweed and with due observance of the rules of waqf, the pausing and the stopping at the end of the verses. So now tajweed is the reciting the Holy Quran. So the Quran has to be recited both with tartil and with tajweed. Tajweed being able to pronounce the huruf, the Arabic letters, from their right articulation points. And also observing the different rules in regards to the characteristics and the qualities of the letters, like the rules of ikhfa, of idhar, of nun sakin, of mim sakina. So tajweed is observing all the rules as well as pronouncing the letters from their correct makharij point. Just like in any language, we have to learn how different letters are pronounced. Like in English, for example, H sound is pronounced as an F sound, like in the word phone. And we have to learn that. Similarly, in the Arabic language, we have to make sure that we pronounce the letters correctly. So letter Kaf, for example, can sound similar, and that's a common mistake that people make. But if I change the pronunciation of the letter Qaf to a Kaf, I can change the meaning of the word completely. So the word qalb, which is with the letter, which is like the equivalent of a Q in English, if I read it lightly, like kalb, it becomes the letter kaf in Arabic, and it changes the meaning from qalb, which means heart, to kalb, which means dog. So you can see that the meaning totally changes. So if I, for example, say that I love Allah with all my heart, I can end up saying I love Allah with all my, it's a different word that becomes dog. So that's why it's really important. Just a slight change of a qa to a ka can completely change the meaning of the sentence. And that is why the makharij in the Arabic letters are important. So today we are going to start with the throat letters. Now, there are 6 throat letters, kha and ghain, which come from the upper part of the throat. Ha and ayn, which come from the middle part of the throat, and hamza and ha, which push from the bottom part of your throat, which is nearer your chest, completely bottom. So if you say ha and you put your hand on your chest, you'll be able to feel vibration. So it's important to know where these ones come out from. So if you memorize them this way, that the ones without the dot, so these are pairs, ha and kha are a pair, and ayn and ghain are a pair. But the ones without the dot are the ones that come from the middle of the throat, and the ones with the dot come from the upper part of your throat. And the lower part is the letter ha and the. So we have some examples here. So the letter, let's start from the bottom. So let's start with the letter ghain. Ghain comes from the top part of your throat. Now, what I want you all to do at home is put your hand on the upper part of your throat, like you've seen in this diagram. I want you to literally place your hand on the upper part of your throat and practice the letters. So, an ghadiba, and you should be able to feel the vibrations at the top part of your throat. I encourage everybody to please do this. Place your hand on the upper part of your throat and say an ghadiba and feel the ghain vibration at that point. And then the next one, قَوْمًا غَيْرَكُمْ. So feel the vibration of the ghain there. Would anybody like to say the next example? You can just unmute. You don't need to come on the camera, but you can unmute and say the next example if you like.
Assalamu alaikum.
Salam.
Azizun ghafurun.
Ahsanti. And did you feel the vibration at the top part of your throat?
Yeah.
Yes, okay. So let's do the next one now. So now Ain is the one without the dot. And if you remember in the diagram, the ones without the dot come from the middle part of your throat. So if we place our hand on the middle part of the throat now and feel the vibration of the Ain there. An'amta. Now, ayn comes from the middle of the throat and it has a sharp sound that comes from that point. So if I say an amta, try to say a lazy ayn. An amta, an amta. You're not going to feel the vibration in the middle part of your throat. And now say an amta with a deeper sound from the middle of your throat and feel the ayn. An amta. Min aynin. Min aynin. Can somebody please do the third example? You can unmute and say the third example.
Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Wasi'un alimu.
MashaAllah, ahsanti. So we're going to go to the letter Kha and tell me where is the makhraj of the letter Kha. It has a dot.
The upper throat.
Well done, ahsanti. It is from the upper throat. So let's put our hand on the upper throat again and this time feel the Kha. Min khayri. Min khayri. Now it's different to the ghain because for a little bit of air is pushing through our throat. Min khayri. Can somebody say the next one, please?
Assalamu alaikum. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. In khiftum.
So don't nasalize the noon here. Actually, the throat letters come in the idhar section. So this noon will not be read with a nasal sound. We haven't done that rule yet, but read it again without nasalizing the noon.
In khiftum.
Ahsanti. Did you feel the vibration in the upper part of your throat?
Yes.
Ahsanti. Okay, so the next one, can we all read it together at home? Min yin. Min khiz yin. And feel the vibration at the upper part of your throat. Okay, so we move on to the letter Ha. And Ha is without a dot. Can somebody please unmute and tell me where is the makhraj of the letter Ha in the throat?
In the middle.
Ahsanti. Would you like to say the first word, please? Shall I read the first word and then maybe you can do the second word? Yanhituna. Now, Ha. Can we all say Ha? Ha, there is air pushing through our throat and you don't block that air. You have to let that air flow. Yanhituna from the middle part of our throat. It has to flow. So if you block it, it will not give us the proper pronunciation of Ha. Let the air flow. Yanhituna. Yanhituna. Would somebody like to try the second word?
Can I?
Yes, please, unmute. You can go ahead.
Min hawlihim.
Santi, that was really good, and the air flew through. Can you say Rahman and as well, please?
Sorry?
Say Rahman and Rahim.
Rahman, Rahim.
Well done, Ahsanti. So did you all notice how she let the air flow through and pronounced the ha beautifully there? The next one is Rizqan Hasanan. So can we all just say it at home? Rizqan Hasanan. The next two letters at the top, they come from the bottom part of your throat. And you will feel the vibration coming through the chest. So ha is the equivalent as to the letter H in the English language, like the word home. So minhum. Put your hand on your chest at the bottom part of your throat and feel the vibration there. Minhum at the throat joins with your chest. Minhum. Minhum. Salamun hiya. Salamun hiya. I hope you're all feeling the vibrations. تحتها الأنهار. تحتها الأنهار. Next one is the letter Alif or the letter Hamza. Have the same sound when they have a vowel on them. So min, is different to the letter Ha. Min ahli. Would somebody like to try the next one, please?
عذاب أليم.
Ahsanti, mashallah. Next, somebody else try the next one. Somebody else like to unmute and try the next one? It's from Surah Al-Ikhlas. We say it literally every day in our salah. Anybody?
كفوا أحد.
Ahsanti, mashallah. So I hope you all felt the vibration of the Hamza, the bottom part of your throat. So now we're going to practice Surah Al-Fatiha. Surah Al-Fatiha has got a lot of the makharij of Ha and Ghain and Ain that we need to recite from our throat. So let's read it together. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Let the air flow through from the middle part of your throat. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Remember, the Ain comes from the middle part of your throat and it has a sharp sound. Rabbil Alameen. Ar-Rahmanir Rahim. Maliki Yawmiddin. Iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'een. The word I is pushing from the bottom part of your throat, from the last part of your throat. اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت. That Ain again from the middle part of your throat and it's a sharp sound. أنعمت عليهم. Now Ghain from the top part of your throat. غير المغضوب عليهم. Middle part of your throat. ولا الضالين. صدق الله العلي العظيم. So for this week, for today actually, tomorrow we have another class. So for today, I would like you to focus on the makharij that you've learned today in every salah that you pray, making sure that your Surah Al-Fatiha, you're conscious in reciting the Ha properly, the properly, and the Ghain properly, and the E sound, which pushes through the bottom part of your throat. So that's today's lesson completed. Has anybody got any questions? I hope you're all going to practice the makharij that we've learned today, so that we have to do the tajweed in bit by bit. So if we practice what we learn, then it becomes easier for us to build upon and learn new things and build upon it. So we have to learn rules slowly and practice them as we go along. And once we become good in one rule, we can then easily pick up another rule. Otherwise, we will be overwhelmed if we learn everything and we haven't put anything into practice. So before we end the session, I think we should do this as well. So we are going to try and connect in the next 30 days to Allah. We will try to connect with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala through the 99 names of Allah. So we're going to do 2 names of Allah every single day. And that way we will try to get through as many as we can before Mahi Ramadan ends. So today we're going to do the word Rahman and Rahim. Now the word Rahman and Rahim both stem from the word Rahm. Rahm, which means the womb of a mother. So if you think about it, Allah's compassion and Allah's mercy to us is same. It's likened to the Rahm of the mother. When a baby is inside the womb of his mother, he's taken care of. The mother, even though she's inconvenienced, but he's wrapped, or the baby is wrapped in care and love of the mother. And the mother bears all the discomfort and the pain, but still her love and her compassion does not become less for this baby that's in her rahim. Same way, mercy extends to all his creation. So the word Rahman is Allah's general mercy, which extends to all the creation of Allah, to the believers and non-believers alike. And it's likened to the sun. When the sun is out, the sun's benefit will reach everybody. You can be inside your home and you will still benefit from the sun through its light. So the rahmah of Allah, in the sense that He's Rahman, His mercy extends to everybody, whether you believe in Him or you don't. Same way, like we all benefit from the sun, whether we go in direct contact with the sun or we are inside our homes. However, the Rahimiyya of Allah, sorry, I think I forgot to share the screen. So let me just, whereas the word Rahim is His special mercy, it's still compassion and mercy of Allah. The all merciful, the all compassionate. Rahman and Rahim come from the same root word. So they both mean compassion and mercy of Allah and kindness of Allah. Rahim is different to Rahma, to Rahman, in the sense that Rahimiyat of Allah only to the believers, and especially extends to them in the next life, in the afterlife, where the disbelievers will not come under the Rahimiyya of Allah, will not have this mercy of Allah extended to them in the afterlife. Only the believers will. So I think today, if we think about the word Rahman and Rahim, about the mercy of Allah, and we connect to Allah through these two words, and Rahim is the special mercy that's extended to the believers only. So if we can all recite a salawat, Allahumma salli ala Muhammad. I think that's today's lesson done, and I will inshallah see you all tomorrow.
Jazakallah khair, fi amanillah.
Take care, Khuda Hafiz.
Jazakumullah khair.
Thank you.
Jazakallah.
Thank you. Take care, Khuda Hafiz.
Okay.